the top, floating on the screen. Who the hell wanna stop me? I hated those around me. I'm living refugees with a Hamilton on the teeth. Black Caesar, they eat top divas. The dramatic enemies, with time for a visa. It just begun. I'ma shoot them on my one. I find out sweet, something like a pentagon. Strapped with the forces of King Solomon. Letting bygone be bygone and so on and so on. But chase these cats, high up in the ghetto. Keeping it retro, respected from the get-go. Halo, and my mind shine like a halo. Politics will get us in until it's on the hero.
To the seafloor, you risk no north, they war. Let's all go on while the kids are born. Open north, better drugstore. So I became hardcore, couldn't take it no more. I'ma reveal everything, change the law. I find myself walking the streets, trying to find what's really going on in the street.
Every dog got a thing, needless to say. When the chief away, that's when the cats wanna play. I told you, dance around you fools like cats and slay. Stretch my hand, make you do a pot of the rain. Think your ball like Pele, think I'm doing ballet. Beat like Dante, harder than Broadway. Get a floor like a matador, cry yelling Ole. Who the hell wanna save me from Big A to Calais?
That's what you are, coming from afar, reaching for the stars, put away the thing, to another place, and we lie on each other.
It's really thought it was safe in a commonplace. Showcase your finest and lose a pass on the horse race. Two-phase, two-D-phase, act like Scarface. For the road, money, let me put on my screw face.
I'm paranoid at the things I say, wondering what's the penalty from day to day. I'm hanging out, partying,
Maybe cause I'm a star, just because I push a fancy car. Chalk up another notch, could be guns in my mouth. Guess what, I don't even know. You miss the light till I got down. Only do what you feel is good, long as we can freak out.
Chop out my Land Cruiser blue. Hit the spot, laced up like I usually do. The way I shine is the crime, cats might want to shoot. Nothing new, I've been on the walk, I hear a few. That's the number, nut got a slide with her. Wait, home check, get the sun, I can kill. Hit it on from gutter lungs, get it strong from wetter tongues. Body banging like a whole set of drums band. Every time flat, spit my game. Strap my corner by a nice thighs, this your chain. Booty split trap, you feel cats running the seat. You can take this both ways, you come with me. Feel some of that, laid wood like a lumberjack from the side, little hair from the back. Of course, with protection, never ever let it leak out. Words I speak out, who's up, who's back.
Maybe cause I'm a star, just because I push a fancy car. Chalk up another notch, could be guns in my mouth. Guess what, I don't even know. You miss the light till I got down. Only do what you feel is good, long as we can freak out.
Is my vision a blur? You know I ain't seen it. Just look at the hips on her. Shorty fat, see every hit, your Mustang black. Yeah, act like groceries.
Me and my homies, we tied it in the club. Chop it like that's how we do it in the Players Club.
Jump the pool, or kick it in the tub, cause you keep much ass at the Players Club.
I got a hoe named Real to Real. She got a buddy named SP12. Now you know the deal. We get freaky in the studio late night. That's why the beats that you hear come real tight. Something to roll to, something to stroll to. If you was a player in the game, this'll hold you. More money for the bankroll. Stick to the script, don't slip in the 9-4. A lot of dudes put salt in the game to where these women get the notion that they running the game. I run my own and I'm my own self-person. No respect, make the situation worsen. Feel more HP than Sunny Deal. There's a Players Club everywhere you dwell. Lake UPH and Orange Street. A different part of town, a different kind of free. I just work with my toes on a make rug. Press play on remote at the Players Club. Me and my homies, we tied it in the club. Chop a lot of game, that's how we do it at the Players Club.
Jump the pool, or keep it in the tub, cause you keep much ass at the Players Club.
From day one, I had to get my money right. Me flying Frankie J, we took an airplane flight. They wanted to hear the rap. I said, I'll be back. We We dropped the beat, they grabbed the mic, and then they wrote a check. A few G's for the pocket, no hesitation. Took a flight back to the Golden State, and shots made orders from a whole new capital. The word was getting out, though it takes out gravel. Don't need a Glock, but the ball won't just in case someone try to stop me from pursuing a paper chase. So the chase is on, because it don't stop. I got the beat, I got the rap, we make the Glock pop. So treacherous, the suckers come sweaters on a bad day. By the way, just in case you never heard rap before, take on smooth tip. Never tripping on the suckers popping off the lip. I pop the top off the drink and we can roll some things, bro. Leave a gap at the house, bring some dominoes. Kick off your shoes, relax and get a back rub. And shoot your back at these women at the Players Club. Me and my homies, we're tired of the blood. We chop a lot together, that's all we do in the Players Club. You can't resist it, but don't get it twisted. VIP, that means the number's not listed. Membership is based on clout and how you carry yourself. Now, homie, what you all about? Stack paper and keep it with the OG. Some got a nigga 5, some jump out of keys. You can learn a whole lot.
Supreme dream team, always up with a scheme. From hubcap to seller rap, name the theme, mirage to the top. Floating on the screen, who the hell wanna stop me? I hated those who got me. A million refugees with unlimited warranties. Black season, maybe top divas. Diplomatic immunity, no time for a visa. It just begun. I'ma shoot them one by one. Got 5 shots to me, something like a pentagon. Strapped with the forces of King Solomon. Letting bygone be bygone, and so on and so on. No teach these cats how to live in the ghetto. Keeping it retro, respected from the get-go. Halo, let my mind shine like a halo. Politics with ghetto senators in the Lido.
My name is
So this was the last effort for Tom Ford at the House of Yves Saint Laurent. What did you think of what he presented this evening?
Well, I thought it was very precise, his message. No, it was like, this is what I'm leaving, in a way, because it's the look he's created since he's been with the house. But I also like his sense of humor that always comes through, and it's almost like, in a way, being very light about it rather than being heavy about leaving.
It was nice. It was nice, the bright sort of sheen on the fabric.
Oh, I thought the clothes were absolutely perfect. It reminded me a little bit that in V8s, I think we had a moment of dandyism, which, you know, it's so nice to see it fresh and back.
And this week we lost one of our great photographers. How did that news hit you when it happened? Were you shocked?
Yeah, I guess shocked, sad, surprised. You know, he's been somebody that has helped so much as photographers. He's pushed the limits, and I guess it's inspired us to follow and push a little bit more all the time, you know, and so I think it's a great loss.
Was there any particular influence that Helmut Newton had on you as a photographer?
God, completely. I mean, I just read his book and realized that we were born in a day is different. He's of the 31st of October, I'm the 30th. And I guess people say my work has a high sexual element in it, and so did his in his own way, you know. So I guess it figures out two Scorpios. But yes, I've been very influenced by him in many ways, you know, in the way he would see photography. And I guess the thing that fascinated me about Newton the most is the idea that nothing is too complicated. It's just what it is, but what it is so brilliant that you don't have to fill it in with 100 lights. It's just what it is. And I like that. It's more in the mind rather than in the technique.
And is there anybody or anything in the world right now that you would really want to photograph? What's your passion to photograph, if you could have one?
You know, at the moment I'm going through a period where I'm finding people more exciting than models. I find models nowadays are so young, most of them, and so it's hard to find 16-year-old girls that in a way I can relate to, you know, but I find that maybe friends of mine's children or famous people's children or have a little bit more substance for me, you know, because I'm just getting older and it's hard to relate to any 16-year-old, whilst where there's something that connects us, it makes it easier. So I guess I would say, I mean, nobody particularly famous or anything, but just the new generation, you know? And I see that most of the children of the people my age are in their 20s now, and my generation went through the 60s and the 70s. So I think we fought a lot for what we thought was right or right for us at the time, and this new generation comes with a much more open mind.
Do you think that today, with the high speed that we have, of the way society works, that you spoke of connection as being something important? It reads in the photography, and it's so that it's not you're just looking at a blank canvas that's a photo that's telling 1,000 words, but when that connection is there, there's so much more, isn't there?
Well, it's just deeper, you know. I think that you can see through other things. It's not just. I think today we go through a moment where clothes are almost sometimes not enough. You know, you can dress it up, but you've got to have it also inside for it to read. Yeah, at least for me.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mary. It's a pleasure to speak with you. So from poodles to flowers to the end of a career, what do you think? Well, the end of a career here at this house.
Yeah, I think, there's an expression of Scott Fitzgerald that there's no second act in American public life. But Tom Ford's going to have an amazing one, I'm sure, in Hollywood, wherever he goes next. I thought it was a great finale. I liked the way he poked fun at the French a little, throwing through three poodles at the end. I mean, he didn't want to talk about it, but, you know, that's going to be the lead most of the stories tomorrow. You know, I think it's amazing really what he did. He's leaving the company, but if you actually go and look at the cold, hard facts and figures, the business is much bigger than it was when he arrived. They own a lot more of it. It's not a whole lot of licenses. They control the image. He makes fantastic products. He's going to go out, you know, in here with his head held high tonight. And I actually like the clothes a lot. Really sleek, kind of Anglo-French, kind of Italian playboy kind of look, you know, the flare trousers, the great like cuts of the thing, the houndstooth jackets, the accessories that he was doing, even the woven belts that led to, you know, dog leashes that led to poodle out.
And what do you think? Who would you think could take over this line? What do you think will come this way?
Well, you know, the bettings used to be the short odds, now it seems to be that Alexander McQueen will take over. I think the French feel that would be a good idea, and that's important, I think, for the Pinot Group. He's someone who's a couturier and proved himself. He didn't have a financial success with Givenchy. But if you look at the economics of it, I think Pinot would like to prove Arnault wrong and show that he can make Alexander McQueen work. I think also, if you look at the last three designers who've gone in, the Givenchy, an Arnault company, an LVMH company, Galliano, McQueen, and now Julian McDonald. None of them were particularly successful. So I think the feeling is it's slightly the Bermuda Triangle of fashion. So, you know, it seems to be, you know, the betting is that it'll be McQueen takes over.
Well, and I mean, you know, it's almost like he's been doing that. Like his last few Pret-a-Porter collections have been knockout. He's just really.
You're talking about McQueen?
No, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see the silhouette at all like Sandy, but I think he can perfectly well do do it. And when I was talking to a couple of French critics, and they said it'll be nice to see the Saint Laurent shoulders come back because McQueen, that side is signature. So it's cruel to talk about an occasion like this, but it seems to be McQueen.
No, but I mean, it's also just natural. I mean, one success leaves and opens the door for another success to come in because he has been extremely successful here.
Absolutely, Lisa, I can agree with you more.
Thank you so
Nice
much.
to talk to you. Yeah.